Hi everyone, I'm Will Cong. Let's talk about how technologies such as AI reshape how the society is going to evolve. We do spend a lot of time asking how AI is helping us with our routine tasks. But I think a bigger question that should be asked is, what if the AI algorithms and the agents become economic actors themselves? They start to respond to incentives, they start to interact with one another, they start to make decisions. What's going to happen to our economic system and financial markets? That is not science fiction. That is not just about liberation of our manpower from manual tasks. It's also not just about the use of open clouds or large language models. It's actually happening very quickly now. So one issue we have to recognize is that the unpredictability or the uncertainty is an intrinsic property of these foundational models. Because we are allowing them to explore a larger solution space, if we don't allow any creativity, if we don't allow them to try something that humans or researchers, innovators have not tried before, it's less likely that we chance upon a better solution. So we need to give them the freedom. Just like we allow really creative artists to explore. And sometimes they do go crazy, they come up with very crazy ideas. That's hallucination. So, the same property that brings us brilliant strategies will bring us potential risks, potential uncertainties. My point is, we can't have one without the other. They are the two sides of the same coin. The core issue is going to be how we take advantage of the brilliant strategies that AI algorithms or AI agents come up with, yet at the same time contain the risks. If we allow AI agents to come into the workflow, there are potential risks of being attacked. There are risks of AI agents potentially colluding together in ways that are more subtle than human agents. If two insiders of firms are colluding or trading their insider information, they have to meet up. They have to have a phone call. But for two AI agents, maybe they can sync their information set instantaneously. And that's not something human agents or human decision makers can do easily. Do we have the infrastructure to manage or understand the risks involved? Unfortunately, at this stage, the answer is no. We do have those infrastructure for the traditional financial intermediation or financial service sector, for trading, for investment, but we are just starting to build the infrastructure to handle this high-speed, potentially high-leverage, agent-driven financial activities or economic activities in general. And for that, the solution actually lies in simulation. If we think about it, what is AlphaFold? It's a simulator. And what is CarCraft? It's a simulator for self-driving. A lot of the self-driving data do not come from streets. They actually come from a simulator lab. Now for social and market systems, can we use simulation to understand the system? Well, in a way, we've been doing that. When we teach, say, MBA classes, we do ask our students to run scenario analysis. Think about two extreme scenarios, think about three average scenarios. How would the innovation in the firm or how the trading strategy is going to play out? Now we can do that on steroid. We can use AI-based simulation, AI agent-based simulation to run this 5 million times to figure out all the potential outcomes for the market. And from there, we can figure out, should I design a policy this way versus the other way? And in fact, For our Global Institute of Finance, Technology and Society, we're going to launch an initiative called Economic World Models. And that is a simulator platform. But the key is we're doing social and economic simulation. It's not about simulating the physical world where the rules are given. They are exogenously given if we use an economic jargon. In social and economic simulation, there are several distinguishing features. The first one is belief. We have to think about people's belief. If I think everyone else is going to have a run on the bank, it's better for me to run on the bank, and that's a bad outcome for the society. If I think everyone is going to stay put, the deposits can be used for good investment in the longer run, that's a good outcome for the society. So all these depend on human belief, and that's not really modeled yet. We also need to incorporate the concept of equilibrium. Either people or AI agents, they are strategic. They respond to incentives. They are somewhat rational. If you keep losing money in the market, you'll be crowded out in that market. So if you're still in that market, you are somewhat rational. You correct your mistakes. All these would lead to the concept of equilibrium. Some people from the computer science field might dismiss social science or business studies because in a way these disciplines are softer. They are not the hardcore science. That's a mistake in my view. Science and engineering don't define human values. Humanities, arts, philosophy, social sciences do. I mean, in a way, the hardest problems of our time, governance, valuation, all these issues are not technical issues. AI has become very powerful, very capable of playing the role of economic actors in their own right. So we've got to think about how we can bring people from various disciplines together to study these core issues. Whether AI is going to develop certain values or be aligned with human values is as much a social science question or economic question as it is a technical data science problem. The enduring human comparative advantage lies in tastes, values, and the meaning of our lives.